So we'll see this question.
Okay.
What are the objectives of Real Estate Regulatory Development Act 2016? So yesterday also we saw duties or functions of promoter under this legislation. But now what are the objectives? Why this legislation was introduced first of all? Okay, so the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016, it's an act of Parliament of India and it seeks to protect home buyers as well as help boost investment in real estate industry. Whoever is buying home, their interest should be protected. It should not happen that they invested their money and after that they are not getting the property or some problem or issues have come. That should not happen. Also, it will boost investment in real estate agency industry because we will have sort of a security or a security that if in case something goes wrong also, RERA is there where we can approach. So what are the objectives why this legislation was introduced? First of all, to establish the Real Estate Regulatory Authority for regulation and promotion of real estate sector. So there is something called as Real Estate Regulatory Authority. In short, we call it as RERA. Okay, so Real Estate Regulation and Development Act was introduced with the prime object that the real estate agencies and builders are brought under some regulation, that there should be some body who is regulating it, who is imposing some obligations or duties on those promoters or the real estate agency as such, industry as such. The Act has certain basic guidelines like registration of real estate agents and projects like we saw yesterday. It should be registered, they will get login ID, password, their website details would be updated, right? So registration is important. Availability of necessary information in one place for prospective buyers. You can write anything on a big hoarding, you can write anything on the prospectus, but whatever you are writing on the website, you also will be concerned that, okay, I'm putting it on the website of the regulatory authority. Tomorrow, I cannot say something else, right? So at one place, all the details, necessary details must be available for prospective buyers so that they can take an informed decision. Completion of the real estate projects within the promised time. So time frame will be mentioned. Within this time, this will be done. Within that, this will be done. In case there is any delay for any reasons, maybe for COVID, in case there is a delay, they need to take permission from RERA also. They cannot just be like, okay, we are late. They cannot say like that. They need to take permission from RERA. Prior approval of the authority in case of unexpected delay in completion of the project. Like I mentioned, they need to approach the authority and say that because of so and so reason, there is this much of delay and we need some extension, maybe 5 months, 6 months extension we need. Okay, so that is the first objective, that we need one body who will regulate or who will impose obligations on this industry. That is nothing but real estate regulatory authority which is being established. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
To ensure sale of plot, apartment or building or sale of real estate project in an efficient and transparent manner. Transparency is also very much important. It must be done efficiently. So prospective buyers have all the rights to get necessary information regarding real estate projects to be able to take informed decision. Informed decision is very much important, that you have details of the entire project, and after that only you should be able to take a decision. So another objective of this act was to ensure transparency in the process of buying and selling of real estate projects. When we talk about transparency, like we saw yesterday, it talks about mandatory disclosure of certain information regarding the project on the website, so that anybody who is interested can go to the website, visit the website and get all the details from there. And this helps in bringing the required transparency in real estate business, making it safe for buyers. So builders should not be like, okay, we will complete this project someday. Whenever we get time, we will complete it. So this someday might mean 1 year also, someday might mean 20 years also. So are you as a buyer willing to wait for 20 years for a flat or not? Right? You need to take an informed decision. You need to have details regarding it. So all that transparency is also brought by this legislation, that you have a clear idea that, okay, might be by the end of 2024, I can expect this project to be completed, so that you can take a decision whether you are willing to wait for that long or not. Okay, so it ensures sale of plot, apartment building, etc. It is done in an efficient and transparent manner. Buyers should not be like clueless that I just bought the property, I don't know what will happen. That should not be the case. To protect the interest of consumers in real estate sector. Okay, another prime object of the real estate, where is real? Okay, another prime object of the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act is to protect interest of buyers of plot, apartment building, etc. Buyers' interest is also being protected, because they are the ones who are putting a lot of money in one project or in one plot, right? So their interest must be protected. The act makes provision for cancellation of sale and payment of compensation to customers in case the real estate project is delayed and it could not be handed over at the promised time. Very important provision. Sometimes it may happen that promoter has said by 2021 January we will give it, the project will be all ready, we will give it to you, you can start staying there. But now 2022 gone, 2023 has also started. It's unexpected delay. There, buyer can say that I cannot wait this long. Now this project is of no use for me. Rather, I would buy another project. But the person will not have money, right? Because he has already invested all his money in this property. So the person can say that I want to cancel out this sale transaction. I don't need this property anymore because of the unexpected delay. So let's cancel out this sale transaction, whatever happened. Also, this person, he would be suffering loss, right? Because he put all his money there. If he would have put that money in bank, he would have got interest, right? So it's in that ways, it's the loss for the buyer. So apart from cancellation of sale, he is also entitled to compensation. He can say that you need to compensate me, maybe 10% interest you need to pay me. For all the loss that I have suffered, you need to pay this compensation. Plus interest amount also may be added. Okay, this is a very important provision under which many people file cases also. Okay, that I want to cancel it out because of unexpected delay. However, this right is at the discretion of the customer. If customer wish to cancel the transaction because of delay, they have a right to do so on the right. It's not as such mandatory that in case it is delayed, you need to cancel it over. It's discretion on the buyer. If you feel that now this project is of no use because of this unexpected delay, you have the option to ask for cancellation. But if you are fine with the delay, then fine, you can proceed with it. No restriction over there. Okay, is it clear?
Clear.
Next is to establish an adjudicating mechanism for speedy disposal or speedy dispute redressal. So when we talk about adjudicating mechanism, as in just like court, some other body or authority is there to resolve the disputes. Okay, so it establishes an adjudicating mechanism for speedy dispute redressal. Quickly, cases should be resolved. Okay, for that also provision is made. Whenever any dispute arises regarding violation of provisions or rights guaranteed under the Act, the same may be redressed with the help of adjudicating mechanism provided under this Act. So in case there is any sort of violation of the provisions of this Act, maybe promoter is not performing his obligations or duties, maybe buyer's rights are not being protected, in such cases we can approach the adjudicating mechanism also. So what is adjudicating mechanism? It is nothing but RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Authority. In each state and union territories, there is RERA whom we can approach. And RERA will consist of a chairperson and not less than 2 whole-time members to be appointed by the appropriate government. So numbers may increase also depending on number of cases being filed, the population in that particular state. But yes, RERA is like a very important authority, you can say, who are taking a lot of actions against promoters or builders who are not fulfilling their promises. Okay, so RERA is nothing but the adjudicating body or the adjudicating mechanism who will help us resolve the dispute quickly. Rather than going to the regular courts and waiting for years altogether, we can get a solution quickly. To establish appellate tribunal to hear appeals from decisions, directions, or orders of RERA and the adjudicating officer. So not just adjudicating mechanism, it also talks about appellate tribunal. Okay, so we have something called as, it also provides for establishment of real estate appellate authority. If you are not happy with decision of RERA, you can go to real estate appellate authority. You can file an appeal there that I'm not happy with the decision given by RERA. Okay, again, real estate appellate authority also will be there in each state and union territories, and it will also consist of a chairperson and not less than 2 whole-time members, of which one shall be judicial member and other must be technical or administrative member. Like one person must be from the judiciary, right, from the legal background, another person from the technical or administrative member. Both of these would be deciding it. Okay, so not less, then it can increase also, but this is like mandatory. 2 members is mandatory in the appellate authority. Okay, any points you have doubt?
No, ma'am. Clear.
So these are the objectives for which this legislation is being introduced.